Just see that. You can't all weekend teams to little teams out. Just see that.
We'd never do. Right, mate. So we're back again for this week. We did actually do one last week.
Yeah.
But I probably wasn't quite myself last week when we did this.
No.
When we did last week, so we decided to not put it out there.
Yeah.
But because I got into a couple of people and a certain team, which I know we had a bit of a disagreement about, but after what's gone on that weekend, we could probably release it now because.
well, I was like I say, I'm all for you giving your honest opinion, but I think some of the stuff you said was a bit harsh, and I thought, and when we got down to it, you basically said obviously there's a few things going on, and I thought, okay, well if it's not going to give the best representation of yourself, then we'll maybe not release it. But yeah, it would have been a shame because there was a lot about the Bolton game on there, about the officiating in that game as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the upcoming game against Loughborough.
The upcoming game, and my mate Junior got a bit, didn't he?
Oh, Junior
got into a swim as well.
Yeah.
But so
when you watch it, just bear in mind that you had a bit of a difficult week, didn't you? And
which
we don't need to go into detail.
No, I'm sorted again now. I'm back on the straight now. So yeah, Sunday was a bit of the aftermath of it all as well, wasn't it? But now I'm back. I'm back to normal again now. So yeah, Danny might release it. I don't know if people might want to see it. But yeah, it's just me and better. Just me completely going off on one.
Yeah. For
about 40 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah. But to be fair, we had a couple of comments actually. Chizzy's apparently said that he don't watch our crap because all we do is just ramble on about he struggles to watch it. So
yeah, we just more.
So,
but we do more. It's like watching the two old men on. Suddenly, if the two old men on bloody Muppet Show got nice and turned, no one would watch it. Would they? They'd watch. So I am what I am. But we'll start on a nice note. Because I did attend the under-14 National Cup.
Oh yeah, we missed this out on the last one, didn't we? Well done for remembering that.
I know.
Let's start with a positive.
Let's start with a positive so people can watch it. Yeah, so it does go downhill after this, so we'll start with a positive.
So the under-14s, was it the regionals? Who was over in?
Yeah.
Where would you go? National Cycling Centre.
National Cycle Centre.
Yeah.
Chris organised it all.
Yeah, England Futsal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really good event. I've slated last year's. I absolutely slated it because it was awful event, just shocking venue. But this venue was spot on. It was organised well. He had the app doing all the fixtures. The parents were all in the stands. The players was on and off the court really quick. Everybody knew where there was, and it was brilliant. Couldn't fault it.
Yeah.
I look for faults, Chris. Couldn't fault it, mate. Couldn't find anything.
Chris don't watch.
Yeah, he might watch the first 2 minutes now. We've said this. Then,
right. Yeah.
But said he went to turn off again.
Yeah.
Turn off. So it was really good. It was good to see that someone took over it and actually made it.
Well, I think speaking to Chris, I think what's happened is, I think he left it to the county FAs and the local ones. Like we ran ours, and I think some of them were a shower of and the one great. And I think Chris made a conscious effort to try and attend all the following ones after that, so he can ensure it ran. Do you know what I mean? Because it was a lot of money for a lot of teams. It was quite expensive, but like I say, it's where you don't mind paying this. I think Connor's doing one at the minute. It's £100 plus, but no hesitation from me because I know exactly what it'll run. I know exactly the level of competition. I know it'll be run right, and there's no problem. But I think Chris just needed to ensure things ran right. And I attended the one on was it the Monday morning, 9 a.m. in Salford. Oh my God! Why I just, and it was the kids were all back at school, so fortunately I had about 6 players that were on teacher training days. You know what I mean? So they had the day off school, so we managed to I'd already paid for it. I got my week wrong out, and so there's me getting to Salford at 9 o'clock in the morning, 3-hour journey. But like I say, you can't fault it. It ran really well. So
that's off to Chris. Like I say, last year's I slated, this year's. So but so we won't keep it too happy for too long, because
we need to get onto the big topic because it's.
We'll get a bad reputation. So we're not recapping the. Are you going to release the video?
We'll see. Yeah.
We'll see. So I won't recap the Bolton game because if we do release it, it's boring. No one's heard it twice. So this week, obviously, I think people will have seen the video.
Well, I'll go as far as saying it'll be our most watched video I think we've ever put on, and we didn't even move, which says a lot about us, to be fair. 11,000 views last time I looked, which, to be fair, isn't great when you actually look why it's been watched, but I think it's... So basically, I put it out there, and I asked for people's thoughts. There was no context to it. What are your thoughts on this? And it was interesting to see what was coming back. A lot of the blame was put on us. A lot of the blame was put on Loughborough. I think that when blame was put on Loughborough, I think it's they've seen what they've possibly done in the past, or the way they run their stuff, and a lot of people was a bit like, yeah, just shit. It's a shame because it's not great for the sport. But I think when we actually put into context what happened up to that and the conversations we had, it might open up people's thoughts into why that ended up happening the way it did.
Yeah.
So from the start. So let's go back to training. So how we prepared for this game.
So we prepared for training, which is and it was a full session on defending fly with an inkling. Pot. I didn't.
But it wasn't just a full session. We did an hour in the classroom.
Yeah.
Watching the variations of Loughborough's fly, how they might operate, etc., etc. Then we put it into practice, and we went through the dice, the two narrow that they do, the house, and we all agreed with a method. If they do this one, this is how we're gonna defend it. And we was here till. I think we started at 7:45 and it was done by 10:30, I think, something like that. So we put a lot of serious effort into this game, knowing that if we won this game, we would be promoted to Tier 1. So we had to get this right, really.
Yeah. So we did all that in preparation. We turned up, looked at the team sheet. To my disappointment, they had six outfield players, 2 goalies. We had 2 goalies and 7 outfield.
So we had one more.
So we had one more player, 2 of which our players are knocking on 40 now. So I thought it was pretty much even Stevens on the. I know 2 of their players was playing for the Tier 1 team afterwards. That was an excuse banded for the event.
Well, we'll come to them, but yeah.
Like I said. So we went into it, we had a little chat in the changing room, said, well, look, for the first minute or 2, let's see what they'll do. Pivot, you take the lead. If you think you can go get them, we'll get them. So it started off a bit slow, didn't it? They got it, they went back in their half. It was a bit passy, pass, no really. So I think after about a minute, I'm like talking to the bench going, right, this is going to stop now. So I think the 3 subs, I was looking second time, I was already after a minute thinking, I'll tell everyone, but so we decided the 3 going on, right, we're going to go man to man, really tight man to man. We'll leave the back wide open. If we go too wide, we'll follow them wide. We won't cut the middle. We'll just pin them.
For what reason?
I needed to force the game. I needed to make something happen.
Okay.
Because to me, if we didn't and we just narrowed off and pressed, they'd still find a way to get out. I thought they'd just pass it and pass to him, and then he'd drop in and he'd just get that to and fro. So we just said, right, let's go man for man, really tight and force this game. Let's make him come out.
Why did you want to force the game?
Because it was going down. Because you could see after a minute or 2 the way this game was going, and it was going bad quick, and it was just going to be a very boring, drawn out, who's going to make a mistake sort of game. And I thought, I didn't really want to get into it. So that was a tactic. So I sent you on, a couple of others on, and everyone got tight to the men, and we left the back massively wide open.
We left the 1v1.
1v1, so they had the 2 wingers wide and this 1v1, which we never do. We left it wide open in an attempt to go, do you know what, let's do something.
You was putting massive trust in Keno, weren't you?
Yeah, against their big pivot, that number 9, he's useful. So we went for it. It worked. They couldn't get out, they kept giving us the ball back. The only bad thing was then they sat in a bit, which is fine. And it was hard to break it down. But we eventually, on 9-10 minutes, we broke it down. We had a couple of words where we want players playing. How can we force them back further?
I think Skelly a bit of magic on the out wide, wasn't he? Squared it.
Yeah, and the classic tapping, wasn't it? So we get 1-0 up, and then probably that was 10 minutes maybe. And then for the next minute, there was a bit again. It was just all us again pressing, and then then they decided to go fly.
Well, I think what had happened is, because I didn't realise they'd gone fly. You said man to man, so I've gone to this man, and the keeper's just ran out behind me and played it, and then after that, he was out every single one.
Yeah, then they brought the proper fly on. Then they started bringing the fly. Then the fly come on. So they had a minute or so of fly, which was all right. They made an attempt, I thought, but ish. So then I'm like, okay.
They made an attempt to what?
So to me, if you're going to go fly after 10 minutes, you're either trying to slow the game down. To me, you're either trying to stop us doing what we're doing, or you're going to make an attempt to score and get back in the game.
When you lose it.
When you lose it, because when it was 1-0 up, so you think you're going to have to gamble but it was alright. Again, it was a bit passy, and I think that they made an attempt to score, the bombed it, and we got the ball back. About 20 seconds later, we got a kick in their half. I'm like, alright, if you're going to do that to us, we can all go fly, we can all be boring. So we went fly, just kept it at the back. And then we tried to score and went, alright. And I think you tried to pass the ball, didn't work. They're back and you think, come on then, is that done now? No. So I was mistaken. So this was on 5 minutes 53 left on the clock. 5 minutes 53 left on the clock. They went fly again for the second time. I think we next got possession of the ball with 1 minute 57 left on the clock.
Yeah.
And it was so hot. Well, you was out there. You was out there.
All I was literally doing was running forward to put some pressure on the back man, running backwards to stop the ball across, running forwards, running backwards, which felt like forever. And I thought, are they even trying to score? Like, I'm literally forwards, backwards. It was as if they was winning. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And we didn't get the ball. Forwards, backwards. And it was just going on. And I could hear you shouting some stuff about, we was defending properly, so everything we'd done in training was coming in. The wingers were coming back, and when they want you was shouting at them. And I was going, who? Because I don't know, I'm just running forwards and backwards here. What's going wrong? I need to know who's not doing it. So forwards, backwards. Yeah, and it was just, like I said, I didn't realise at the time, but I knew it was a lot of passes, which didn't look like, even when it went into the corner, it just went back to the back man. It might have gone out that side, but it went back and then back, maybe into the corner. If not, it was just like this, and it was like, oh my god.
Well, I had a conversation with, what's he called, is it Abdi?
Luke Abdi, yeah.
Luke Abdi. I was having a conversation, he was playing, and he was in our corner, so he was he's forward in the corner. And I'm on the coaching side, and I'm stood having a conversation with the player on the pitch, because it was that boring, and I'm asking him what's the plan here, and he was, I don't know, and then I'm then saying, oh, mate, we've come all this way for a game, and what we're doing, and he's asking me how long it took to get, and you should be able to have a conversation with the player on the pitch about where we've come from and how long it takes. Yeah. And then suddenly he got the ball, and he was like, all right, and then he played the ball back up the line, and then it was going on and on. But I think in that 4 minutes, it was such a painfully boring 4 minutes, I've got to say. Jordan made one save.
Yeah.
One save in that 4 minutes. So then after that, I think we finally won the ball back in about 1 minute 57.
Well, I spoke to Rob Smith, and I'm sure he said something along the lines of, correct me if I'm wrong, they will try and create, because I was talking about when teams go fly against us, and we've got 2 or 3 goal lead, we're generally happy because it's they're running the clock down. Yeah. If we can defend, they're generally running the clock down, so they're going to limit the chances. And he said something along the lines of they try and create an opportunity every 30 seconds. Or they do create an opportunity within 30 seconds. But they're creating one in 4 minutes.
Jordan had once. Well, Jordan said, whether they're thinking they've created an opportunity, I don't know, but Jordan had once made one save.
Yeah.
So maybe they was trying to score. I hope they weren't trying to score because I don't know. So on 1 minute 57 left of the clock, we actually won the ball back. Somebody tried to break through, they fouled him. Again, we get a free kick. So we take the free kick, and then we bring the ball. They dropped in, we went fly instantly. to try and counter this boringness. So we'll run it up to the halfway line. I think there's a pass played out to you on that side. You're running, just move into their half. Nobody moves. You come back again. You play it into Mitchell. I think you play it to the other side.
So what was your reason for going fly at that point then? Just because we'd done all that running?
Just because we'd run for 4 minutes. So we'd run for 4 minutes. So now it's like basically it's can we please stop doing this now? That was my intention of this. We can all be arseholes and hold the ball up with no attempt to score, and it's boring. We can all do it. It's not clever just keeping the ball on a massive core, just knocking the ball around the back. But instantly we went in, we played the ball to you, just stood still, all deep, stood still, didn't want to engage you, you come back out, played to Mitchell.
Well, I walked towards the kid, and he started backing off. I'm walking towards him, and I said, "Oh, what's going on here?" So I turn around, pass it back to Mitchell, and no one's moved, none of them have moved.
Not one
when you
moved.
watch how we defend the fly, we was all over it. Bloody hell, like I say, I was going backwards and forwards. It seems like a pointless movement, but it was constantly moving.
I think they didn't want to engage until we got deep in their half. I think that was their game plan. But we don't engage fly until we're deep in your half, which is fine. You can have that. If you don't want to engage, don't engage. But I'd seen enough. I'd honestly seen enough, and I'd seen my ass, to be honest. Then I think the ball gets played out here, nobody moves, it comes back, and I'm like, lads, I don't want to play.
Yeah.
What you got to mention to me, they're 1-0 down.
They're winning, yeah.
You're 1-0 down, you have to go win the ball back.
Yeah.
If you don't go win the ball back, you might as well just wave the white flag and forfeit the game.
Yeah.
Because we can control the ball how we want.
Yeah.
We've
earned that right.
We've earned the right to control the ball because we're winning.
Yeah.
My only mistake was, and this was me being a bit of a knob and just making a massive statement of saying, just Mitchell, just stand on the ball, I've had enough. Yeah, so I just watched this for 4 minutes get bored to death by a fly, so I just thought, to me, they quite clearly didn't want to play today. And they had a game plan, which is fair enough. They had a game plan of sitting deep, frustrating us, trying to get us all arguing, which worked to a degree. But your problem when you've got a game plan is it's fine when you win. You can execute your game plan. When you're losing, it's tough to execute your game plan, especially if your game plan's sitting deep when the other team don't want to engage. The other team's saying, "Well, our game plan's to keep to wait for you to come to us." Yeah. So there's a stalemate. But the problem with that is we're winning.
So I don't know. Camera just cut off, but I don't know if you said my only regret. So I don't know if I got that.
My only regret was telling you to keep telling Mitchell to stand on the ball. That's my biggest regret. I should have just said, just keep the ball moving. Again, it'd have been exactly the same impact. But I think you was getting pissed off with it. The ref had mentioned.
Well, so this is how bad it is. Like, as you can see me on camera, I managed to speak to the ref. I managed to speak to Mitchell, and I managed to go all the way over to and speak to you as well about, because I'm going, I've seen something where the ref can abandon a game if teams are not playing, and I've definitely seen, especially some people put some clips in where the ref can reward free kick if the ball's not moving. So I'm arguing with you saying, so I'm saying to Harvey, who was next to me, I'm having a chat with him, going, mate, what's going on? What happens here? He went, you've got to play. So I took that as, we've got to move the ball.
Yeah. So
I'm just going, let's pass, and then you're shouting to me, please don't, and then it's like, well, I've got to go against the coach now, and I don't want to, but, so I just shout, this is fucking embarrassing. It was like, what is going on? Like, why? We're winning. I've never seen a team, and Jose, to be fair, he messaged me on Monday about stuff, and one of the things I put to him was, I've never seen a team losing in any sport not try and get the ball back. I've never seen it. It's like in football. So I've said this to you a couple of times, I've said it to a couple of people. Team's winning, goalkeeper's got the ball at his feet, the striker's 20 yards away, and he goes, is the keeper going to pick it up? No, he didn't. Fuck. I know I'm going to have to run, get within 1 yard, and the keeper's going to go, whack, and then throw it over my head. I know it. But I have to do it, because if I don't, it just stays there, and we lose the game. And it's like, you just have to do these things. You have to, like you said about, we've gone from sitting in to going man to man. We have to force the game. So you have to force the game, whether you like it or not. And then, yeah, they might go, well, yeah, it's similar to what Sally put on. We'll start talking about the comments and stuff like that. Sally put a video of her keeping the ball at the back. I think it's Peterborough. One player presses, bang, goes out, the other way, pass, goal. And Peterborough are like, well, we knew that was going to happen when we pressed. It's like, well, do you want to lose 1-0 and try and get the ball back to make it 1-1? Or risk going 2-0? Which would you rather do? Well, you'd risk getting the ball back. But for whatever reason, they were not interested in getting that ball back.
Because it's tough. I know, we've seen the comments saying, well, it was a great chance for you to experiment and fly. But the problem when you go fly, when you're winning 1-0, is we made one mistake.
Yeah.
And they're in and they've scored.
Yeah, but I kept saying that. This is a game for us to win the league. At what point are we considering experimenting anything? Actually, Jose texted me that. He texted me. It's like, it was a great chance against a small team. So I can't think what he put. To experiment. No, we've come to win. We've come to win the league. We haven't come to experiment. We've come to set this. We've took you seriously, and this is what we've got. That's what you've produced, and you've been coaching these lads for 5 days. And that's what you came with. That was your game plan, and it was just like So I was getting really frustrated. I didn't want to win the league by being stood on the ball.
Yeah.
But what I don't want to do as well is put our lads in jeopardy and force a game and leaving our goal open just because we have to, even though we're winning. Like I say, I think when you're winning, you earn the right to control the game as well. When you're losing, you have to, like you've just said, you have to change your tactics to try and get back in the game. And if you go in front, again, that you can then play your cards however you want.
Yeah.
But you earn the right to get to that position, and we did.
And that's about, okay, I know Jose will say, well, no, but the more it went on, the more it was like their heads went with me and him, where he's going, no, you want to play fly, you have to come into our den to play fly. Alright, I won't play fly then.
Exactly.
I won't play fly. And then Mitchell, I think we held the ball for about 10 seconds, stood still, which again, I'll hold my hands up, that was me. But then Mitchell started dribbling it, took it backwards. My biggest fear was, if we just started past it and everyone like, if suddenly one of them thought, I can nick this, we do a slow pass and he just takes it off us and look like idiots.
Yeah, I would have probably done. I would have sneaked and tried to be sneaky and trying to play one down the line while I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, and we just look like idiots and go, oh no, we'll just concede, being stupid.
Well, if we conceded, worst thing is we concede. The second worst thing is, we have to defend the fly again for another, you know what I mean? For the rest of that half.
So the total thoughts was when that 1 minute 53 is going, I'm not doing this again in the second half.
Yeah.
This is not happening in the second half again. Because I've not come all this way and to sit and watch Loughborough fly.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for fly. I think if you're going fly after 10 minutes, you're either something matter with it or you're 10-0 down and you're trying to get back into a game quick.
Yeah.
But if you want, I don't like it. So I wasn't doing it. So the buzzer went. I walked past Jose and I just said to him, if you don't go fly, we will. Which he didn't respond. We went in the dressing room, we all had a bit of a row, a bit of a shout.
The discussion and the shout was, obviously you lost your head because you felt we was going against what you were saying. And it wasn't quite that. So my argument was with yourself was, we should have been moving the ball.
Yeah.
But you took that as, we thought we was trying to score. It was no, they've still got to come get us. But standing on the ball looked horrendous. And that's why obviously I think you've sort of realised that. And yeah, the ref should have probably punished it. But I think when I spoke to the rest, I think they understood that we do you know what I mean? We was trying. I was asking what was going on and why they were coming to us, and do you know what I mean? So it was a bit of an awkward situation. I don't know how many people have been in that position before. It's probably why it's got so many views. But
I think I don't want to do Loughborough down and the coach down. But some of my other comments, if you ever see the other video, I'll explain a bit. But just to give it briefly, I just think he might be a real good coach. I know Jose to Taylor, so don't know him as a person. He might be the world's greatest coach. He might be utter crap. I don't know anything about him. But what I do know is, he'd had all week to train with them kids. He'd had great facilities. He could train on a 40 by 20 court, which if you're asking me, my God, that was far too big for us.
Yeah.
Nowhere, his players are nowhere near that level, first or second team. And it just was horrendous. And if that's all you can come up with, you put a futsal programme together, if that's the best you can come up with in the week's training,
I also looked at it, because obviously, just again, to give more information about it. So they invited Skelly to go look at the facilities before, that they're obviously trying to get him to go to Loughborough next season. And he looks around, I think he thought it was brilliant, looked good, etc, etc. And then 6 outfield players turn up and do that.
2 of which are first team.
2 of which are first team. So Skelly must, I hadn't spoken to Skelly, but Skelly must look at going that good. Because I think they've said, haven't they, everyone comes in, you start at tier 2 and then we'll see how it goes, and if you're good enough for tier 1, you'll get in, or if a place becomes available, etc, etc. If I was Skelly, I'm not speaking for Skelly, because I speak, Skelly's a man of few words at the best of the time, so I'd look at that and go, is that what you want me to come to? Is that how you want me to play? When we're losing, we don't try and get the ball back. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we've got a renowned record of being unbelievable at playing fly.
No.
But how many times have we done it this season?
We've been pressed loads of times and lost the ball and stuff.
Do you know what I mean? We've done it a few
Really.
times when we're maybe 3 or 4 goals ahead, and we've done it at the end of the game when we know, do you know what, even if we conceded 2 off it, don't really matter. Do you know what I mean? So we've done it, but we've never done it in a 1-0 up, and do you know what I mean? So I don't know where it comes from, where they thought we were just going to absolutely demolish him on the fly. So
like I say, I think, you know, if I'm giving Loughborough a bit of advice, I think talking to people in and around the futsal scene, I think that they're a little bit sick of it.
Yeah,
you never know what you're getting when you go there, whether they're going to come out and actually play or they're going to bore you to death. So I think, to me personally, I think they've got one of the best futsal programmes going in the universities, but produce that.
yeah.
You should have the best set pieces, everyone should know everything, the fittest lads. It should be well drilled, well organised machine instead of...
Well, so you look at that tier 2 team, and then we stayed, didn't we, to watch York, Loughborough after, and then the first team had they must have had 25 players or something. They had in chairs. It was rammed, wasn't it? And it was like, I don't know why them second team players had to play in the first, because they had so many players. But it was like, do you know what I mean? It was just like chalk and cheese on the way it was set up. It was.
So, but like I say, I'll take full responsibility for what happened. But I hope the futsal will benefit this, and Loughborough take a different stance how they look at games and how they approach games and go, do you know what? If everyone if we go fly, then they go fly. The game's boring. It's just a shocking game.
So we was getting a lot of stick from the crowd. I think. Dobby, they said the first team, his dad was, I could see him, I was hoping to say something after the game, but he just walked past. He was giving us loads of crap, saying we've come not to play, and it's like, no, like, it's your lads that are not playing, we're winning, you've got to get the ball for us. And like I say, I don't know, maybe they're used to just Loughborough sitting in and that's what happens every week, I don't know. But
I think they're used to just teams putting up with it.
Yeah.
I think teams just generally put, oh, we'll go Loughborough again. And you try and wait for a chance to nick the ball off, and then. But it very rarely works either. That's my thing. It's the 5th in the league. What, the 5th in the league?
Yeah.
So it's not working. So I'd rather them just be real dynamic and exciting, and if you've got 10, 15 players on the bench, go after teams, and
exactly.
That's how I should say. That's how I like to see Loughborough playing.
Yeah, because we talk about Abdi playing in the seconds, because apparently he's a tier 1 player, for fitness. He stood in the corner. I was about touching the ball for the majority of the first half. And it's like, so is it for fitness, or is it just to benefit the second team because you've got no players? I don't. Do you know what I mean?
And again, I'll ask the question: where's your second team players gone?
Yeah.
Because when you look on his team sheet, he must have had 20 players this season. 7, 8 played 1 game and then seem to have vanished. I don't know, maybe there's a pattern there, look at that, because I don't think I'd be coming back to that if I played in that game. But then again, the second half come out, so fair play, they come out second half, they had the kick off.
Yeah.
I thought, here we'll go, we'll see. If they're going to go flat, they'll do it instantly. They never. and it was.
So the deal you sort of, the gentleman's agreement sort of paid off. I think they did go fly at one point, didn't they? But
yeah, it was only for about 30 seconds, wasn't it?
But yeah.
And I think Jordan nearly scored. Jordan had a shot, didn't he?
Yeah.
They tried to score on that one.
2-0.
But 2-0, probably should have been 4 or 5-0s. But again, they just sat in the full second half. Again, I can't mock teams for sitting in, because we did it against Bolton. But at least we tried to score, and we did.
Yeah. But I just thought it was a free hit for him to take a scout.
Finishing 6, to me, I said to them, lads, look, they're coming to town, they're going to be tier 1 next year. If you want to be tier 1, prove to me now you can go out and beat them lot. You should be in tier 1.
Yeah. And they weren't even allowed to move.
Well, like I said, at the end of the first half, it got down to me and him, the battle of wills between me and him. I was telling my lads don't move, and he was saying to his lads to stay where you are.
Yeah, because their players are shouting, talking over them, what we're doing, and obviously I couldn't hear it because I was on the far side.
He was telling them to stay put, stay where you are.
Okay.
So they stayed where they was. He was like, well, alright. Then it got down to the battle of wills, but where were he, mate? Where were he 1-0?
I was looking at this, I was looking what an invasion game is, because obviously that's essentially what it is, it's an invasion game. It talks about trying to create opportunities to score and things like that, and it talks about tactics within an evasion game, and it says obviously attacking, defensive, possession, and one of the phrases in there was holding the ball. So retaining possession and holding the ball, it was two separate things. So I thought, well, holding the ball, you could probably relate into some other games where it allows you to, maybe not netball and things where you can only have limited seconds, but holding the ball was that's what we did, and that was in there. Unless the rules say you can't, which is fine, if you can only have it and the ref can give it, then that's fine, and that's on the refs, but that's part of the game, that's part of the sport. You're retaining possession when you're winning. It's a basic tactic. But like I say, I wasn't happy with how that looked. Like I said,
I won't have that.
Do you know what I mean?
Because we'd just been in the morning to play Leicester, so we'd have been out since 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Probably why we weren't in the best of moods. So 8 o'clock in the morning we'd set off to go play Leicester. We get to Leicester, can't be helped. Leicester's second team, can't be helped. The roof was leaking.
What pitch?
What pitch? So we had a few drips on the pitch, couldn't play, which is fine. Hey,
again, other frustrations. It could have been played if there was a bit of.
Yeah, it needed a bit of common sense.
Just needed a bit of common sense, but refs didn't want to.
They didn't want to, which is fine. They didn't think it was safe, and we banged on about that before. And fair play, they just called the game off. Yeah. Nobody complained, nobody moaned. No. So we was again stood around thinking, oh my god.
Yeah.
So we had to go to the pub to watch first half of Arsenal, watch Stafford, West Yorkshire. So we're all hanging around, and we get to this game thinking all the second team are there watching us for a decent event. And then after 10 minutes, it just went downhill quick.
Where me and you were at each other, we're all screaming at each other. Like I say, we got promoted, and like I said, I didn't put anything on social media because, like I said, we'd had a crap week. I've had a long week. You've obviously had stuff going on, and like I said, that happened in the morning. It was just a long day, and we thought it was turning up for a game against Loughborough. We'd done all that work in the week, training, like I said, training late, and it was just like. Again, we go back to question it. It's like, what are we doing this for? Do you know what I mean? Like I said, we've managed to get to achieve the goals that we've set out to achieve, and we're still going. But what for? Is that? Do we have to? Would they come to our place and play like that? The first team, I don't know. They're probably not. They'll probably just go all out trying to smash us. But them type of games, how can I get a crowd in for that? You can't, can you? Like I said, no offence, that's your tactics, but I thought we was all in this to try and create a positive atmosphere and an environment where you can come and watch and enjoy a sporting event. That was what I thought I was trying to achieve. There's no way that was. And I think that's why I asked you about, shall I put the video on, and you said, yeah, go for it. So I put it on for people's thoughts, and obviously it's made an impact. That's what we're going to end up with. If we're not careful, and I don't mean direct slap, I just mean more boring games when we could have something so exciting.
Absolutely, mate, absolutely. But I will say, on Loughborough's part, I think that was that's definitely our first clean sheet of the season.
Yeah.
And I think, I might be totally wrong, someone might correct me, but I think that's the first team this season in NFS North to actually not score in a game.
Okay.
So to me, it just shows
the mindset.
Did you actually try to not break down the great defence of East Riding with any real intent? And I question it, because I put this in. I've had to answer something officially, but either we're amazing at defending, which I think everyone who plays this can quite clearly see we're not, or they didn't do their best to score goals that day.
No.
And that's how I look at it. They was happy to keep the score down.
Yeah.
So it killed the atmosphere. There was a bit of a celebrate, it was just a muted, boring.
Yeah.
Nobody was interested.
I couldn't celebrate that. I couldn't celebrate that.
How we wanted to do it. We wanted to come here and actually show what it was about and play. I thought we was going to get a really good game.
Well, like I say, we watched them against Bolton. You describe them as like no offence, but like a crap Bolton. That's how you describe them, want it in the nicest possible way. It's like they're not as good as Bolton, but they're very similar, very dynamic.
They move the ball around, they try, but they don't run forward as fast. It's not quite the same intensity, but they try and they will shift the ball and run, they go. We got nothing. We got the total opposite of.
Yeah.
Leicester showed us ultimate respect ever.
Yeah.
But
whatever. But another spin on it is it looks like match fixing as well. It looks like when you're winning, we'll let you win. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Imagine winning the league like that. You don't want that. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying.
It did look like it at one point. What are you both doing?
Yeah.
But like I said, gladly, thankfully, I should say, the second half did. It was a bit of a non-event, but it was all right. The second half.
I think we'd gone anywhere. Frustrations were there, and like I say, after the game, I think Mitchell tried to build the spirits of promotion, but I think it had all gone. And I think we was all pissed off really, weren't we?
Yeah.
Such a shame, like I said, to get promoted after all this hard work of 5 years, 6 years, whatever.
I know, for a game of that, and just think
to achieve it and then
this what got
go home demoralised.
Yeah, and by the time we get home, I think I got home by the time I helped you out later on. Don't say that, it's probably. But I do want to ask a question, Junior. Where was you about 10 o'clock on Sunday evening? Was you around the South Cave area? So just want to know if he was actually there. So we got home and I got home. You probably got home the same as me. So I got home at 11 o'clock after sorting you out later on.
Yeah. Basically, I got back to my car and already in a bad mood. I borrowed the missus' car because my car was in garage. I borrowed the missus' car, got back and had a puncture. So I was on a slow trying to change it, and I was like, Dave, you're going to have to help me, mate. I don't know where this jack goes. I said, I've got everything, I've done the nuts off, can get the wheel off, don't know where. And by the time you answered, you was nearly home probably, I'm guessing. So there's me and you at whatever after.
So we got on about 11 o'clock, so we've been out from 8 o'clock in the morning till 11, a 15-hour day.
Yeah.
So
been promoted and absolutely fuming.
And coming home, sulking again, as always.
But that's us. The miserable twats, that's us, isn't it?
But yeah, that's futsal for you, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll go this week, I think, we've got to go to Leicester, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, better spirits. We're having a little internal competition tonight, aren't we?
Well, I was looking at this, so shall we get some pizzas in, or should we save that for next week?
Oh yeah, could do. Yeah, well,
there's a bit of a gap in between, there's a game on this, so we could maybe just
it's
only Mitchell and Ian, that's the only thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we'll do it next week. So we're having a little bit of an internal cup trying to raise the spirits.
We haven't really enjoyed it, have we?
No.
We haven't really enjoyed any of this. These last 5 or 6 weeks, probably the Birmingham game when I said we over. We haven't really, like I say, I think the last time we were happy was when Liverpool lost, which is sad really, isn't it? It was nice for Liverpool, they congratulated us, didn't they? So,
but if we win next week, if we beat Leicester on Sunday, I think people will be hearing a clip I famously said probably about 7 months ago now. I don't know if you remember it.
A flip-flop.
No. You can lose 3 games and still win this league.
And he said we might flip-flop with York, you also said that.
The two will flip-flop with York.
The only thing is, if we do win on Sunday, that's Leicester done, innit? unfortunately.
So a lot like to help Leicester out and put out a weakened team. We can't even do that because we haven't even got a second.
But the second teams are playing, yes.
Yeah, so I can't even put it. So the only players we've got available are the first team players, and my instructions can't be.
Just so you know, you can't put out weakened teams to help teams out. Just so you know.
We'd never do that.
So you can't do
No, I wouldn't do that. But it's all we've got for the first team. So I can't even, but what I would like to have done is to give people a rest or not risk them getting, because we've got a cup final.
The problem is we have got a cup final, and any Reds now, it's game over. You're missing the cup final.
I'd like to have protected a few, but I can't. So the second team's got a game here.
Yeah.
So I can't even do that, which is so
yeah.
So I'll have to turn up and do it properly.
Yeah.
So if we do get beat, we get beat fair and square.
Yeah.
But we'll have a go. So I hope that's answered all the questions about the Loughborough sort of stuff. And I'll take all blame off the team. It wasn't nothing to do with. I'd say nothing to do with either team. I think it was down to me and Jose, that full situation. Me saying I've had enough, and Jose was probably happy with the situation. And that, I don't like fly. I've stated on this thing before. I hate fly. It's alright in certain areas when you need it, and teams are going for it and using it for the right reasons. I think if you're just going to ball teams from the kick-off and go fly, I'd rather not. I'd rather just wave the white flag and just go home. We're trying to grow the sport. We want it to be exciting. Loughborough have got to up your game, I think, and turn this sport exciting. You should be to be top of the league with the players you've got, the facilities you've got, the coaches you've got.
Yeah, the amount of times you get to spend with your players.
Yeah, we get 2 hours on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
2 hours on a Wednesday we get. But the good news is we'll be in Tier 1 next year, so I'm sure people will be happy that we're in Tier 1, so they can probably laugh at us when we're getting spanked every week. Yeah. But we'll try, and I think we've both decided we need to bring in some new players.
Yeah.
But getting players in is going to be tough.
Yeah.
You never know, people on here might already be looking and contacting us. Wicked and smelly about coming to join us.
Don't be afraid to ask. We're very open to.
I've had a few new friends following me on Twitter and things. So there is spaces available if anyone's out there wants to play Tier 1, or if you're in the international scene.
You need to stay in Tier 1. Yeah.
You got to stay in Tier 1 to be in the internationals. So there's opportunities there if anyone wants to join. But if not, I think hopefully we've got 3 or 4 already out. But we'll see. Come September,
We've got 0 at the minute.
We've got 0 at the minute. We've got 4 interested.
We've got 3 or 4 that are
look very good, but we're very. It's not. It comes down to it.
Football's back.
Football's back, and you get 50 quid for football, and you're not interested. Not interested in. So that was that. So that's the Loughborough game done. Leicester's been covered. What else we got? Not much else going on.
There's loads, but we'll leave it there. We'll try and have a.
Yeah, next week. Hopefully next week, whatever happens, we should have hopefully won the league, unless
even if we lose, Bolton would have to win by.
Bolton would have to spank Liverpool, which would probably cheer us up anyway. And then Leicester would have to spank us. So if them 2 happen, then we might not win the league.
Yeah.
But if they don't happen, then we'll win the league.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a little party out. So maybe Burger King, I think, do good acts these days, don't they? So I might go to visit Burger King, get a balloon and a little crown for next week.
Yeah.
So,
special mention, Chris Jackson. He messaged me. We walked out.
He messaged me as well.
Did he? So
sorry.
A little support. He's right in supporters group, Leicester supporters group, didn't he? Bless him.
But I would like to talk to you after the game, but
we were sorting a few things out, weren't we?
Eds had gone. Probably wouldn't have been a very productive or nice conversation for you, so we decided just to sit there and sulk and stay away.
Yeah.
But sorry, massively appreciate your support coming down to watch us.
He made his own little banner, didn't he?
Yeah.
And stuff.
So hopefully, mate, you can watch in Tier 1 next year, and we'll be.
That's nice, but I just thought we'd give him a special mention because he watches every week. And has he got a mug? If he hasn't got a mug, he deserves a mug. So
we'll get you a mug next time. See, if you come down to Leicester next week.
Jose has asked if he's still getting a mug. I forgot to give him Sunday, but I'll give him a mug.
If you promise not to go fly, you can have a mug. I'll be watching.
So, but now, like I say, everyone's welcome. But please, asked me because they're normally in my car, and you're welcome to have one because
We've got a boat full of them, we need to get rid of them. So it's out of that, we're all getting chucked in the umpers there.
Oh no, so, but yeah, we need to get our coffee machine back in there. We need to sort our room out so we can get back on the old in the months because we're a bit irrelevant at the minute, but we'll maybe get something new for Tier 1. We need Tier 1 production, that's what we need, don't we?
Yeah, so we also had another visitor on Friday night, which was great to see. So Louis Melville, I think everyone has seen it now on social media, but Louis Melville come to visit us, see how we worked, what we did, watch the coaching, watch us in league games, which is really good. I think it's the first time we've ever had anyone show any real interest in us.
Well, I think it goes back to, when was it? Was it the grand finals evening? We was all sat around the table, weren't we? There was the NFS. So myself, Cookie was there, Louis was there was just a bunch of people, weren't they? Carl.
A few refs as well.
A few refs, and we was all just discussing everything. Well, like I say, it was the first time we met Louis, my only previous sort of contact, well, not contact with him, the only time, sorry, I was training out there, it's real noisy. Previous sort of discussions around it was all that stuff about the Brazil game. It's like Louis Melville's ducked out of it and all this sort of it. But yeah, so like I say, I spoke to him, I didn't know who he was. And it was really intriguing to what we'd done and how we'd done it. And he said, oh, well, I'll have to come down. And it's like, you wear that all the time, don't you? And then, fair play to him, texted me, a month ago? I think you mentioned something about England Futsal never coming to, and obviously he won't be on behalf of England Futsal, but I think it must have triggered for him to go, well, yeah, I'm actually going to drive down there and have a look. So yeah, he came. I think we had 4 venues on the go that night, so we brought him to this one, didn't we? Saw this place, took him across the road, there's a double court there, so there was games going on there. Then took him to Newland School where the under 14s and 15s train. So he saw one of our coaches, Ellie, taking them. He was real complimentary of Ellie. I turned and Ellie's got his whiteboard out and drawing pictures. Yeah, so like proper give it the big end. But yeah, he come back, he's real complimentary of him. And then I was finishing at Alton Price ref in there one, and you just came to see that as well. So he saw all the venues operating really, in one night. So fair play. He's struggles with his back, but I think he travelled 4 hours to come down.
Then we took him, we just went from there back to the hotel, got a bit of tea together, didn't we? All had a bit of a drink, had something to eat. Then before you know it, it's bloody 1:15, wasn't it? 1:15 in the morning, we're all just...
Well, we got something to eat, we got in at 9:15, didn't we? We got back to the hotel at 9:15 and there was no clocks or anything. It was the loudest singer, musician you've ever heard. So we sat down trying to discuss everything futsal, and there was just this guy screaming in the background, just singing away. But he eventually shut up and we got talking, and then like before you know it, looking around to see if there's a clock. My phone died, so I couldn't even look at my phone, see what time it was, and then by the time I left it was literally 11 minutes past 1. That was it. My wife's going mental, picking your phone up, and it's like, it's dead.
I'm not checking on my 360. What's he at an hotel for at this time?
Yeah.
So
we spoke about nearly everything, didn't we? We told them a couple of inside secrets and stuff that we've done in the past, which we thought was quite funny, and how we operate things, why we do things the way we do, and we asked about a bit of his background, what he'd done in his previous coaching.
It's a good night, wasn't it? It was
it was just very interesting.
It's good to speak because we don't really get the chance to speak to many futsal. We see people at games, but not in that sort of depth. So it's good. It was good for me because I don't really. Well, I said to Louis, I've never really been around any coaches. Everything I've done has been off my own back. I've not been around an England setup or had some great coaches taking me in my past life. So
so surprised with it.
Wait till you see me Sunday. I might be turning out against Leicester. So you might watch me then in action and you think, do you know what? He's not only a great coach, he's a great player. So yeah, it was good to speak to the coach and get someone else's insight into stuff, because a lot we do here it's what we think the game should look like and how it.
Well, I think Louis said something along the lines of, it's good conversation when at 1 o'clock in the morning you've got you playing as the mayonnaise and the salt shaker, and we had all the compliments out there. We were trying to, well, what would you do here? So what would you do in this scenario? And it was just figuring out with, like you said, the condiments were all out, and yeah, it was.
So it was really good. And then fair play, so we got up early the next morning. We all did, because we was back here for 8:30. So we didn't have much sleep. Back here for 8:30 in the morning, and Louis turned up, stayed till 1:30 with us, discussing stuff after every session with me. Obviously telling me how good I was.
Well, that's what well anyway. I felt like I was being assessed. He said, every time I would have to discuss something, I could see him making notes. And he was like, was he assessing me? I was like, no, but he just takes everything in, and if there's anything he'll find interesting, he'll just jot it down, and then obviously he'll refer back to his notes.
Yeah. Obviously he didn't waste much paper on bad sessions.
I think he's not powered out for our sessions.
But yeah, we got him a couple of coffees off till he made him a couple of drinks. He was great. He was give us a bit of input into the sessions, what was good, what we could maybe work on a little bit. So it's real good, like I say, to have a bit more input into what we're doing. But again, it was good someone actually to come and see that we're not actually full of shit. Actually,
it does happen.
When we say we're doing it, it does actually happen, and this stuff is happening.
Like I said, I'm not sure how many clubs will operate 4 venues in one night, and it was sort of one probably don't need to, but I think we just found if there's a demand there, you have to try and do it, because if you don't, they'll go do something else. So
we did offer him to come on this show, but he refused, didn't he, as well?
Yeah,
he didn't want to come on.
I said, should we do a special, and he's like, no. And he said, but don't take it personal, Cookie's already asked me on his as well. I think he's just not that type of guy.
Yeah.
He's just.
So the next one we get up here, we like to hopefully they'll come on the show, won't they?
Yeah.
With a bit of luck.
We'll see.
Could be our first ever guest.
Yeah.
Guest appearance.
Yeah.
So thank you, Louis. I don't know if you watch or not, but if you do watch, thank you, mate, for coming. It means a lot to us.
He watches everyone, mate.
Does he? Oh, great. So
got his mug, got a little present, didn't he? Got
a mug.
T-shirt.
Competition winner, one. He won the mug, the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Got the full wax off us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great to see. So if anyone else wants to come up, anyone's welcome.
I think, like I said, we probably could do with going to see other people's setups as well. Like I say, we told them some of the little quirky things we do, which we've seen the benefits of on I don't know whether that's the target age groups or the ability levels or how we operate waiting lists or all these little things we do, which we've developed. There's probably millions of other stuff which we're missing and not seeing, which we could benefit. So maybe we need to do a bit of travelling as well.
Maybe, yeah. So if anyone out there wants to invite us, even Junior, I'm sure. People would like to see us kiss and make up, maybe. Especially when half your squad's playing for us now. Did I say that, mate? Yeah. But again, if anyone wants to invite us down, we'd love to come and see what you're doing. But not on a Friday night, we're a bit busy on a Friday.
Yeah.
But any other day, we'll gladly come down.
Yeah.
See how the proper boys do it.
Yeah.
But thank you, Louis.
But yeah.
So if anyone's got any thoughts on the Loughborough game, again.
Just like I said,
chuck it on Twitter. And
we know where we went wrong.
Please don't feel like you upset us or like other people don't dare comment on anything. Please comment on it. If we're out of order, tell us. If I'm a bell end, tell me. I know that already, but feel free to tell me. I'm sure I'll give you a bit back. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But hopefully I've done Futsal a favour and ended this Loughborough domination of the fly. So you can all thank me when you see me next.
Alright, brilliant. Let's do it.